Let's go to Hank and get an update from Hank and take his shot, control room, and let's look at him and get an update. What do you think, Hank? Another area, it's, hey, somebody's roped it off, closed it off. That's a good idea. And just too much water.
Yeah, David, this is Barry, just north of Main Street. I'll have Patty zoom in, and you can see the tape that's across the road. The fire department was here when this car got stranded. As the rain was heavier, it was several inches deeper. But the fire department has blocked off Barry as Patty backs out. This is right on the west side of Norman High School. So this water was deep enough that this car got stranded here. The fire department blocked the road off, because they have to go somewhere else. And then here's a little firefighter secret. They marked that car that they have addressed it, and that's what that tape is hanging off that mirror. So as you can see, some people taking their chances. So this is Barry, just north of Main Street. Back to you, David.
That's just crazy. Well, okay, he's not going too far. He's going to make a quick right and get off that. Okay. But we will see people, honestly. We've seen people go through stuff like this that is clearly blocked or around barricades. And in years past, now this is not a flash flooding like dangerous situation right here that's going to sweep you off down a stream. But we've had folks in Oklahoma that have lost their lives because they get up to a barricade, they go around it, and they get swept off, and then it's all over with. And they have lost their lives doing just that. But this is not like crazy where it's going to sweep you downstream flooding, but this will stall out your car, and it's exactly what happened to this person right there. Okay, let's go to Brandon Pennell, and more of the same. Bullseye is Norman. Let's get an update from Brandon. Wow, now that is a lot of water. I don't know the distance between where you are and looking down that street, Brandon, but it is really, really... That's a small lake. Brandon, by the way, what are your cross streets there? I see Lindsay and Watt. Chautauqua, where are you?
I'm just on the other side of where Tom actually is. I'm on Elm looking back north, and you can see Lindsay at the stoplight right there. Just a second ago, we had a car made it, and it made it. It came through going southbound on Elm, but as they were coming through, the water was literally over their headlights. So I was expecting them to get stalled out, but they didn't. And then a tow truck was actually going east on Lindsay, a big flatbed tow truck, and the water, as he went through the intersection, I noticed was all the way up to the probably 3 inches below the top of his wheels. So I'm just going to guess that water in the main intersection right there has got to be somewhere around 10 to 12 inches deep in places as the road kind of dips. So still a tremendous amount of water down here in Norman. It's trying to recede as the water lets up, but there's still a lot of flooding. And we got a car coming through right now, coming southbound. So we'll see what they do.
And at least it's a high truck, but there's a car behind it, which they're probably thinking, well, if the truck goes through, I can make it through. So let's see here, Brandon. Let's see what this guy does. Okay, wow, that is pretty deep.
But you can see just how deep that water is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty high vehicle up off the ground, and the water's still up to the bottom of his bumper, and then as he starts to go, it'll cause like a little wake, like you're in a boat. So the water gets, here he goes. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. And then in behind him, did the car behind him turn off? It looks like, no, they're still there. Wow. Okay.
And the car that came through a minute ago was a lot smaller than that. And I was super surprised that they made it. So pretty fortunate for them.
Yeah, there you go. This guy's figured it out. Don't be that guy, all right? Don't drive through this. And that's exactly what they're not doing. They're not going to drive through this. So good job. Turn around. Look at there. Their day is fine. They're not going to have flooding. On to work, on to school, whatever. Looking good.